You know, I just bought this camera relatively recently, and I'm having problems with backlighting issues. But once I learn how to use this thing, it's gonna be a monster. It's gonna be the best camera I ever had. Just gotta work on these backlighting issues so I won't be dark against the background. Watch me. What's up, folks? Recently, say like 3 weeks ago, the women's soccer team for USA won the World Cup. Now, we all know that was a big deal. They had the ticker tape parades. It made the news. It's all we heard about for a short time. And then later on, we started hearing about articles about how women who are playing on the USA team aren't paid nearly as much as the guys on the men's team. But part of that, excuse me, I don't know if it's sexism as much as we'd like to believe. It's two factors. Women, for the most part, don't give a dang about sports. Americans, for the most part, don't give a dang about soccer. Okay, I'm gonna go back to something I talked about a while back, the WNBA. We've had professional women's sports before, and it didn't go well. This time, it seems to be taken, but it just, as we know, WNBA just does not attract nearly as much attention as the men. And sometimes the media tries to blame men for that, and it's not the men's fault. This one is really the women. Women, for the most part, they don't support their sports. There are more than enough women to support the WNBA and make it very successful. I mean, United States population's 52% women? Well, the same thing goes with soccer. We give the ticker tape parades and all, but afterwards, you just don't hear women talking about the soccer team. And this ain't the first time they won the World Cup. It just, to the American public and women in general, they don't care. They say they do, but they don't. And I think back when Tyler Perry was just trying to get in the movies, the Hollywood studio system basically told him that black church women cannot support a movie. Well, most of us know that he's proved them wrong several times. So there are enough women around to support these sports. WNBA, women's soccer. The women are around. They just don't give a damn about it. And then you couple that with the fact that, for the most part, Americans just don't give a damn about soccer. It's sort of shoved down our throats, but we don't care. Worldwide, soccer is bigger than American football, basketball, baseball, probably put together. Americans don't care. And I remember being at work once, in the lunchroom, TV was on during the World Cup, and there were a couple of foreign-born teachers that were watching the game. I'll never forget one of them said, soccer will never really get a good foothold in America until you can find some way to get young black, inner city black kids to take an interest in it. For some reason, I think it's the truth. If young black boys in the hood take an interest in soccer, I think that there would be a change. However, then I hear stories about in Europe when black players go out on the field and they're throwing bananas, making racist remarks, monkey sounds. Soccer just doesn't have that appeal. I mean, you got a couple of guys out there, Americans, but for the most part, there's no interest. I have no interest. I mean, as much as I know how soccer is popular throughout the world, I see it as a foreign sport. So that's part of the reason why the women's World Cup winners, USA, is not getting the attention that it should. Financially, just exposure, everything. Women aren't supporting it, and Americans really not giving a whole lot of concern about soccer. That's a fact. I don't think it's going to change anytime soon. What about you?